Maple Grove was voted #2 best city to live in the entire United States in 2014. I'm here to take you on a virtual tour right after this. What's up, everyone? I'm Nick Sondal with Acta Homes, and this is Minneapolis Living. I make videos about moving to the Twin Cities and moving around them, basically with the real estate space. And the only thing I like more than, making these videos is helping people realize and enhancing their lifestyle through home ownership. So if that's you got to reach out. You can call, text, email, slide into my DMs if you like, but I'd love to start that conversation with you. Now, on to the tour. And Maple Grove is a huge city. It borders Plymouth, which if you want to take a look at Plymouth, you can go check out that video there. But it's about 35 square miles. It's about 15 miles northwest of downtown Minneapolis, and it is the northwest hub for basically healthcare, commerce, what have you. And it's a major hub because two major highways converge on it, and it heads straight out north, out of the Twin Cities. Maple Grove has been a bustle. It used to be just like a bunch of gravel pits, and it has absolutely exploded over the last, say, 30 years. I actually grew up here, and it's really a wonderful place to grow up. So now to our points of interest. Well, I'm walking down it right now, and that's the shops at Arbor Lakes. Maple Grove is actually home to the second most retail space in the entire state, second to Bloomington, which is actually home of the Mall of America. So when we're talking about Maple Grove, there is a significant amount of retail here, all sorts of shops, restaurants, bars, you name it. Fish Lake is one of the biggest, if not the biggest lake in Maple Grove. It sits on the southern half of the city, and it's just north of Bass Lake Road, west of 494. Fish Lake Regional Park has obviously a beach, and just like 2020, it's desolate and nothing going on. Mostly because the lake is frozen over, but ultimately, when you come to Fish Lake, there's all sorts of opportunities for outdoor activities throughout the summer. I don't believe the lake is quite ready for ice fishing, but it does have all sorts of residential homes on it. And as always, in the state of Minnesota, if you're looking to buy a house on a lake, expect to pay a premium. Now on to our third point of interest, which is another park. It's Elm Creek Park. One of the great points of interest about Maple Grove is Elm Creek Park Reserve. It's part of the Three Rivers Park District, which covers the greater metro area as well. And I'm standing outside the main clubhouse or chalet, depending on what season it is. And of course, I'm standing out on the cross-country ski paths. But if you take a look at this park, it goes forever. There are all sorts of things to do year-round. Whether you want to do cross-country skiing, maybe you just want to take the kids sledding, they've got sledding hills. In the summer, there are mountain biking trails, hiking trails, walking paths, and as well as a swimming pond. If you want to do countless areas for picnics, Elm Creek Park Reserve has tons of space and tons of room for hundreds of families. So if you're looking for something to do, this is a great place, especially if you like to, spend your time doing outdoor activities. I'm going to take you next to my favorite part of Elm Creek Park Reserve right now. So one of my favorite things about the Elm Creek Park Reserve is the off-leash dog park. If you decide to move to Maple Grove, Elm Creek is not only great for your kids, but it's great for your pups. This whole area is all off-leash. It's fenced in all the way around. I mean, it's miles of trails, and your pups will absolutely love it. They do have a couple of spaces for small dogs, so they don't get, mixed up with some maybe larger dogs that, like to play a little rougher than others. But overall, you just need a parking pass. You can do it on daily. My suggestion is you get the $35 or $40 year-long pass from the Three Rivers Park District. It gives you free parking throughout the Twin Cities and greater metro area to park at any Three Rivers Park District park. So if you got pups, man, this is the spot to bring them because they get just endless types of exercise and socialization. And, you can look at all the other cuties. So come to Elm Creek Park Reserve as one of the great points of interest in Maple Grove. As you can see, I'm standing outside of Crimson Stadium. That's the Maple Grove Crimson. And Maple Grove is part of the Osseo School District. Osseo is a small little town that borders up. It kind of separates Maple Grove and Brooklyn Park. Osseo has a senior high school, and that was the main high school that serviced the city of Maple Grove for many years. It's actually where I graduated from. This was built a year after I graduated, so I never had the opportunity to go here. And this senior high school does service the majority of the city of Maple Grove. However, if you live in certain parts of Maple Grove, your kids will end up going to either Osseo Senior High, or there's a small portion on the south side of town that is serviced by Wayzata High Schools. And I've done a video there as well. So overall, Maple Grove Senior High, and that's the focus here, gets an A rating from niche.com. There are 33 schools in the Osseo School District, and like I mentioned, 3 high schools. And Maple Grove, across the board, at least as that pipeline goes to this high school, gets the highest rated schools. The majority of that is pushed by housing prices and things of that nature. You know, where the money goes, the better education goes. It's just the nature of the beast. But I'm going to take you next around the school to kind of give you a quick view of what that looks like, because there's the entrance. All right, so a quick wrap around the school. You got to take a look at some of the fields. They have, did you notice the sports dome on the other side of the high school? Man, that's pretty cool. I'm going to make my way over to Osseo Senior High School. That's the home of the Orioles. It's my alma mater, so let's go. All right, we're here at Osseo Senior High School. Like I mentioned, it's my alma mater. It's home of the Orioles. And I'm not going to do the quick runaround like I've done with other schools because, well, there's a big fence that goes along the back side of the school because this is up against Highway 81, which is a major thoroughfare here in Maple Grove. And Osseo Senior High gets actually a B+ rating overall by niche.com. The academics aren't quite as high as they are over at Maple Grove, but it is significantly more diverse here. So if you're looking for something like that, Osseo might be the school for you. Osseo, for the majority of the people that live east of 494, which goes north and south, and then it kind of jags out and then goes east of there, you send your kids to Osseo Senior High School. Anything west of there would go to Maple Grove Senior. Osseo has multiple facilities for sports. On the other side of the school here is the Osseo Ice Arena. I believe that Maple Grove does share that in terms of their hockey teams playing in the same arena. But overall, the Maple Grove, city of Maple Grove, whether you're going to Osseo or whether you're going to Maple Grove Senior High School, you're going to get great education and my personal warm-hearted, nostalgic feeling for Osseo Senior High, where I still have really great friends. Well, you can't beat it.
Maple Grove really has everything you'd want to look for, regardless of what you need for housing. In terms of rent, it really follows suit with the rest of the Twin Cities. Average rent prices are anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, depending if you're looking for a 1-bedroom up to, say, 3-bedroom apartments or townhouses. If you're looking to purchase, that's a little bit different. Maple Grove actually has taken a really long time to develop, and there are many areas of Maple Grove that are still being developed today. As you move from east to west, you really can see the difference in the homes. And even from like the north side all the way to the south side or southwest side, you'll see very, very, very different types of homes. You know, in the mid 1950s and 60s, we had a lot of ranch style homes. Here we call them ramblers. And then you move into the 70s and 80s where you get into split level and split entry. And then of course now you look more to the executive 2-story, craftsman 2-story, and custom homes that you'll find more on the west side of town. These prices can range anywhere from $250,000 all the way up to almost $2 million, depending on the neighborhood you're looking for. Those $2 million price points really move towards if you fit in that Wayzata High School or that Wayzata School District category on the south side of Maple Grove or the southwest side. But ultimately, the average sale price, median sale price is $335,000 in Maple Grove, which is about 30 grand more than the overall Twin Cities market. So it's not considerably more expensive when you're looking at median sale price, but there is a wide swath of price points depending on where you want to live. Months inventory or absorption rate in Maple Grove is 1.2 months, which is dangerously low. Now, if you compare that to the Twin Cities, we're at 1.8 months, so it's not that big of a difference, but the overall Twin Cities market is a little bit more accessible compared to Maple Grove. Houses sell quicker in Maple Grove at only 18 days. Keep in mind, if there's only a 10-day inspection period with that means they're gone in 8 days or less. That is incredibly fast. So if you plan on purchasing a home in Maple Grove, make sure you've got your ducks in a row, you've got your pre-approvals, and you've got somebody who knows what they're doing and knows the area, because you're going to be in for a battle finding a house there.
Hey, you finding value in this video? Well, gosh, you gotta smash that like button. Make sure you leave a comment, but don't forget to subscribe. Now, with all my community tours, I like to take you to a couple places that I like to stop and eat and drink and converse with people. And my first stop is right here at Daily Dose. Right now, they're not really open for seating, but you can get plenty of takeout. They do great coffee, great sandwiches. It's a perfect place to meet with friends over a cup of joe, grab some lunch, what have you. So whether you're visiting Maple Grove or you decide to move here, make Daily Dose one of your daily stops. All right, I'm at my final hotspot, and it's called the Lookout Bar and Grill. This place has been around since 1958. It's actually a place I used to come when I was in high school and stop for like chicken wings and chicken tenders and all that jazz. But it's still a great place to come because they've got live music, great bar and grill, great patio in the summer. Right now they're doing takeout because of COVID. We're kind of shut down with restaurants. So if you were in the area and you want to get something to go, I highly recommend you come and take this place or check this place out. And when you do move here, you're gonna figure out something very interesting. We're sitting in the middle of a residential area. It's the most unique spot that you will find in Maple Grove. And frankly, there's not a better place you can hit up. So this is Minneapolis Living. I really appreciate you watching. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.